everybody. Hello. Sorry, I'm just getting settled. But how is everyone doing? Welcome back to the Grow It and Keep It show. For those of you who are new to the Grow It and Keep It show, my name is Adele. I work here at Bask Lather, and we are a Black women-owned natural and non-toxic hair care company. Now, let me get some things set up while we all get cute and cozy. How is everyone? Now, if y'all didn't see by the title, today we are talking about why you should switch to natural and non-toxic hair care, which is what we're all about here at Bask and Lather. How can we be better for the earth? What are things that we can do that are eco-friendly? And for me personally, one of the reasons why I'm really getting into non-toxic and natural hair care is because I have a family history of breast cancer. Now, I have had several of my family members who have had breast cancer, including my mom. So I certainly, as I get older, really want to prioritize my health. And one thing for me is when it comes to my hair care, it's kind of like signing a lease, right? Like sometimes, when I get into my hair care, I really want to know exactly what it is that's going into my hair care, who's creating it, as well as what I'm putting on my head, most importantly. So what I love about our brand is we are very, very straightforward, okay? From our names to our products, which we'll get into a little bit, as well as the effects of them. Like for example, our scalp stimulator, baby girl, it stimulates your scalp, okay? There's not much else that we have to discuss. But another reason why I bring up the importance of natural and non-toxic hair care is because there has been a study going around of the negative effects that synthetic braiding hair can have on your health, right? So sometimes if you use synthetic products, it can be really harmful. So what I love about our brand specifically is we use recognizable natural and non-toxic. It's really important to get into natural and non-toxic hair care is really the message that I'm trying to communicate. So let me go ahead and set this cute little timer, okay? Because y'all know I like to yap, okay? Gotta keep myself accountable. But everybody who's in the comments down below, let me know in the comments what your favorite products are or what your hair goals are. That's literally what I'm here for. So I love chatting with people. Definitely let me know. But we have a whole array of products that I really wanted to talk about. And again, all of our products are natural and non-toxic. And I love that all of our ingredients are recognizable. So as you can see, we have a whole bunch and we have a cute little setup thanks to me. But we have two of our scalp stimulators. We have two different sizes. This is our #1 hair growth oil. This is actually one of the first products that started off Bask and Lather. And as you can see, we have a smaller size and a bigger size. It's the same product, but they just come in different sizes because the smaller one is a 1-month supply, whereas our scalp stimulator is a 2.5-month supply, the jumbo size. We also have a volume and eyebrow lash serum. I feel like we don't show her enough love, but literally our volume and eyelash serum is honestly one of my favorites, especially because this summer I'm not trying to wear a whole bunch of makeup, and it does not contain any toxic ingredients. Some lash serums do contain prostaglandins, and though prostaglandins aren't necessarily harmful, they can really decrease the puffiness around your eye, which ultimately can affect the skin around your eye, because prostaglandins do tend to have a de-inflammation sort of effect. So sometimes that can be really negative, especially if you don't want your eyes to look sunken in. So that's one of the reasons why I love our volume and eyebrow lash serum, is because we use natural non-toxic ingredients and it's oil-based, so you do not have to worry about any prostaglandins. Now let's get into the rest over here. We also have our stimulating scalp and hair balm, our hair elixir, hydrating mist, our famous edge control, okay? I always say that she's like low-key the superhero, the superwoman of our product line, simply because our edge control, she's really that girl, okay? She is truly that girl. And over here we have our moisture and slip curling cream and our aloe quench flaxseed coiling jelly, which I just recently used because I finally washed my hair. Like y'all know, like sometimes when you really try to extend that wash day, and it's like enough is enough, girl. Like you gotta wash your hair. I did a whole routine yesterday with all Bask and Lather products, including styling my hair with the moisture and slip curling cream and the aloe quench flaxseed coiling jelly. Now, specifically with hair growth products, I really like to use things like Bask and Lather because we are very straightforward about our products. So for example, our scalp stimulator contains 4 simple ingredients, but that ultimately makes it a very potent formula. Some of the key ingredients in our scalp stimulator are peppermint and rosemary oil, both of which are natural and non-toxic ingredients that I'm sure we all recognize. And 2, they are known to stimulate blood flow, which ultimately encourages hair growth. This is why we always say to not only be consistent with your hair care, but also massage too, because once you do that scalp massage, not only does it put you in a very relaxing state. I literally just did a scalp massage yesterday, and I really needed that, girl. I really needed that. But not only does it relax you, but it also increases blood flow to your hair follicles, which can ultimately stimulate hair growth. And I know a lot of us are really trying to grow our hair out, especially for the summer, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to look like a mermaid, okay? I'm planning to go to Puerto Rico. I'm trying to look like a mermaid on that beach. And I just recently went to the hairdresser, and like I've said before, like I don't like it when my hair is short, okay? I prefer my hair long. And so when I went to the hairdresser, literally I was like, okay, 1 to 2 inches max. They said, baby girl, okay, if you want to do this perm, we got to do 3 to 4 inches. I said, oh. That was not in my initial plan, but hey, listen, my hair is looking a lot longer, way cuter, because I've been really consistent with my hair care routine, which is the name of the game here at Bask Lather. So I absolutely love this. And fun fact, all of our products are able to be used on younger ones, okay, like your little ones, okay? A lot of people ask us how old children have to be in order to use our products, and we always say 6 months or older, because all of our products contain many of our products contain essential oils. And even though essential oils are generally safe for adults, of course, like when you got a newborn baby who can't even eat solids, like we gotta work our way up, okay? We gotta work our way up. So that's why we always say 6 months and older. So that's another one of the reasons why I love our non-toxic and natural hair care line, simply because, you know, you want to be able to use it on your little ones too. If it's safe for your little ones, it's safe for you too. So another thing that we have here is our volume and eyebrow lash serum. Again, this is so amazing, especially if you are like me, and sometimes when you come out from a late night out at the club, I sometimes rip my eyelashes off, and that really affected me back in February. So I definitely grew my eyelashes back with our volume and eyebrow lash serum. If y'all can't tell, I love a good thick brow as well as long lashes. So I love that our volume and eyebrow lash serum contains incredible ingredients. Like, girl, let's go down the line, okay? It has Jamaican black castor oil, apricot kernel oil, jojoba oil, all of the things that you recognize. And I love that it does not have any prostaglandins, because even though you might be like, ooh, I don't want like my eyes to look super puffy, sometimes if you do use prostaglandins in excess, it can have a negative impact on the way that your eye looks, and it can look more sunken in than you would like it to. So keep that in mind. Another thing that I have here is our stimulating scalp and hair balm. So listen, a lot of people ask us what the purpose of our stimulating scalp and hair balm is, and even though it is quite similar in the hair growth effects of our scalp stimulator, our stimulating scalp and hair balm is a hair grease, okay? Y'all know those hair greases that you had growing up. Y'all know the blue one, okay? Y'all know the blue one. But listen, some of those other hair greases have things like petroleum, and listen, petroleum, she does her cute little one too, but sometimes it might be too suffocating for your hair follicles. And as we all know, your hair follicles really need room to breathe, to thrive, to slay the boots, okay? Slay the boots down. So I absolutely love that our stimulating scalp and hair balm is super lightweight. I used it yesterday, and I definitely needed it in my scalp because I was really trying to extend that wash day, okay? But I love our stimulating scalp and hair balm, and I love that it can be used on your scalp and the ends of your hair, okay? That is one of the other bigger differences between our scalp stimulator and our balm, is that this can be used on both your scalp and on the ends of your hair. So it's perfect for, you know, if you struggle with retaining hydration, maybe you have locks. A lot of people ask us if they can use our products on locks, and the answer is yes. It does not contain any sort of ingredients that cause buildup. I love that this really absorbs so beautifully into my hair, and it feels buttery too. I'm like tripping up over my words again, what the heck, as if I don't talk about these products all the time. But literally, I love our stimulating scalp and hair balm. It feels so lightweight, and it almost has this like whipped texture too. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm super big on texture, so I love that this has a very smooth feel on the scalp and on the hair. And again, also fun fact, if you struggle with dandruff, if you struggle with seborrheic dermatitis, if you struggle with, you know, any sort of irritation or flakiness on the scalp, I would highly recommend our stimulating scalp and hair balm. Even though all of our products are lightweight, I would definitely say that our stimulating scalp and hair balm has a richer feel in comparison to our scalp stimulator, because our scalp stimulator is a lightweight hair growth oil. It has things like hemp seed oil. Hemp seed and grape seed are some of the other key ingredients in our scalp stimulator, and it makes for a very lightweight formulation. Now, I absolutely love our hair elixir. I definitely used it earlier today when I was doing my wavy girl routine, but I absolutely love our hair elixir. And fun fact, again, it does have natural and non-toxic ingredients, all of which are super important, especially as we get older. Your health really becomes like a big thing for you. You know, like I was never consistent with my vitamins, but now that I'm getting older, I'm like, oh, we got to take care of our health, okay? Because like my bones are cracking. So I definitely love our hair elixir. It is a multi-purpose length retention oil. So it's really going to focus on preventing any sort of breakage, you know, strengthening your ends too, because let's say you love to use hot tools, and listen, if you love to use hot tools, that can really cause a lot of damage if you're not protecting your hair. So fun fact, not only does this protect the ends of your hair from things like breakage and split ends, but it can also be used as a hot oil treatment, a pre-poo, as well as a heat protectant. Again, guys, I don't know why I'm tripping up on my words. Like, girl, I know this like the back of my hand, okay? But specifically, I love our hair elixir. It is really one of my favorite products that I truly fell in love with when I first started working here at Bask Lather, and I would highly recommend this, especially if you're trying to grow your hair out, because listen, a lot of people think that when it comes to hair growth, all you have to worry about is your scalp health, but if you have longer hair like mine, or even if you have a little bit of length to your hair, you also need to focus on length retention, which basically means protecting the ends of your hair. The ends of your hair are very, very old. They're the oldest part of your hair, so they are definitely more fragile. They need a little bit more love, okay, a little bit more protection. Now we also have our hydrating mist. I absolutely love our hydrating mist because literally, like, I look at the ingredients on the other side over here and I'm like, I recognize all of these. Like, literally the top ingredients are water, aloe vera, avocado oil, grapeseed oil. Girl, you mean to tell me y'all don't recognize any of these? Trust, I absolutely love our hydrating mist, and like a lot of our other products, it's also multi-purpose too. It can not only be used as a way to revitalize any dryness in your hair. I know I definitely like to use this to touch up my waves throughout the day or the week, but it can also be used to alleviate any sort of scalp irritation. So if you love a good protective style, I would definitely recommend to use this on your scalp and even throughout your style if you prefer to do so. This is also a really great detangler if you are taking out your protective style, and it's also a leave-in conditioner too. This pairs so beautifully with our moisture and slip curling cream and our aloe quench flaxseed coiling jelly. And again, guys, a lot of our ingredients are very, very recognizable, so that's one thing that I love, because listen, sometimes when you're trying to do your research, it can be really overwhelming to know what's right for you. So I love that all of our ingredients are very recognizable, so it makes the, you know, hair care research process very, very easy for you. Now, our edge control, okay? There's been a lot of controversy with edge control, okay? About it being being toxic, being not good for you. And when you have something so close to your scalp, you really want to make sure you know what you're getting into. So our edge control is non-toxic and natural, and it does not contain any stripping alcohols, okay? Me and Simone, we have this one joke where it's like the only type of alcohol that we want is in a shot glass, okay? It's better to call Don Julio Reposado, okay? 1942, if you will. But I absolutely love our edge control, and it does not strip your edges, okay? Because listen, when you have alcohol in your hair care sometimes, and if you use it in too high of a quantity, or if you use it too much, it can really dry out your hair. And when your hair is not being moisturized, it's not being hydrated, and it's being dried out, that can lead to a lot more breakage. So I love that we think of hair growth as a very holistic sort of thing. So our edge control, again, does not contain any stripping alcohols, and it contains amazing ingredients that we all know, such as argan and castor oil, both of which are not only in a lot of our other products, but are very recognizable to our customers. So again, I absolutely love that we prioritize your hair health as well as your overall health. So I definitely love that we are a non-toxic and natural company. Now, last but certainly not least, our moisture and slip curling cream and our aloe quench flaxseed coiling jelly. Now, I use these like almost every single day in some sort of capacity, whether it's I'm trying to retouch my waves, or maybe I just got out of the shower and I'm trying to style my hair. I've definitely been falling in love with our moisture and slip curling cream and our aloe quench flaxseed coiling jelly. And if you use something very consistently, you really want to make sure that it's healthy for you. It's kind of like drinking water, guys. Like, you want to make sure that you're being consistent and healthy. So I love that both of our styling products are very, very non-toxic and natural. So for example, our moisture and slip curling cream, girl, this literally smells like a pina colada, okay? It literally smells like a pina colada. And look at the ingredients, guys. Jojoba oil. What else? Coconut oil. What else? shea butter. Guys, like, you mean to tell me you don't recognize any of these ingredients? And again, all of our products are non-toxic and natural, and this is a really great way to moisturize your hair and your waves, curls, or coils. A lot of people think that, you know, this can only be used on a certain hair type, but all of our products are suitable for all hair types. So I love that our Moisture and Slip curling cream works on all hair types that are textured. So I really love the way that it feels on my hair. It's very lightweight and it does an amazing job at restoring any sort of moisture that I really need in my hair. I personally have very high porosity hair, but even if you have low porosity hair, this sinks in very beautifully. Now, one thing I will say is that when people think of non-toxic and natural hair care, they think it's not as effective or not as good as maybe synthetic or, you know, things that might not be as natural. But I'm telling y'all right now, the Aloe Quench Flaxseed Coiling Jelly, the hold on this one is absolutely insane. I scrunched my hair this morning earlier with the Aloe Quench Flaxseed Coiling Jelly, and I will say the hold is pretty good. All I have to do sometimes is, especially as I continue to wear my hair out, I definitely like to reactivate with a little bit of our hydrating mist or some water. But I love the way that this holds my hair, and also it's a very recognizable ingredients. Again, the aloe vera, you know, the flaxseed, all of those are really incredible hydrating ingredients. So I absolutely love this as well. Now, I feel like I have been talking on and on about all of our hair care products. So let me know if y'all have any additional questions about, you know, our hair care line. Again, guys, I talk about our products day in and day out. I pretty much know it like the back of my hand. But again, guys, this is the Grow and Keep It show, a show where we talk about hair care tips, non-toxic and natural hair care, as well as have a good old time. So I will catch y'all next week. All right, bye everyone. Have an amazing day. Bye y'all. Bye everybody.